Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching my channel, and certainly thank you all very much for your support during this time with YouTube and the strikes that they've issued to multiple channels, and of course the deleting of Brownells and the issuing of a strike and deleting of a video here at GunGuyTV, and all the things that you did to support us during that time are huge, including contacting YouTube and Google and letting them know that you'd like these things to be undone. You may not think that that has a lot of value, but it really, really does, and I'm very grateful for what you've done. Now, in addition to that, I took some other steps that have helped, I think, too. First of all, I also want to thank the people who, outside of just you and I, who pitched in and helped too, and that was folks like Rick Travis at CRPA, Sam Paredes at Gun Owners of California, certainly Jordan Stein at Gun Owners of America. These folks all dove in there really quick to help, and in fact Jordan was kind enough to take an article that I wrote on my blog about the issue with YouTube that was going on and actually post it on their social media platform. I'm very, very grateful for that. The Reloaders Network was very kind. I'm going to put a link to their page. They were very kind and actually posted the video that I put up yesterday announcing the fact that I was shutting the channel down and what was happening, and wrote a little article about it. And so that was huge too, because when you're small, we don't have the reach of a Brownells. We don't have the importance, frankly, in the mind of the media of a company like Brownells. So when Brownells gets deleted, everybody in the firearms media starts writing an article about Brownells being deleted. It ends up on social media and all over the place. When you're little like GunGuyTV, you don't have that kind of attention brought to the issue, unfortunately. So you have to bring a lot of that attention by yourself, and when you don't have that kind of reach, it makes it more difficult. So I'm very grateful to these folks for bringing the attention to it that they did. Obviously, having members of the firearms press chip in and notify people is huge, so thank you for that. Having organizations like Gun Owners of America and CRPA and so on post these things to their social media and let their followers know is huge, because I have a pretty good following here, but I don't have millions, and certainly Gun Owners of America I think has 1.5 million or something, so that was huge. All those things are big deals to me, and they help a lot. Excuse me. But I want to tell you, particularly if you have a channel of your own and you're still stuck and you still got a strike and you still haven't got it restored yet. Everything's been restored here. So let me tell you what else I did that may have helped. First of all, my channel is too small to have a rep or a managing person that manages my account. You have to have 100,000 subscribers to be able to get to that point. If you'd like to help by subscribing and you haven't already, I really want to encourage you to do that, because I'd like to get to that 100K mark. It'll make surviving these kind of things a lot easier. But I'm not there right now, so at my level of a channel, we have the ability to communicate with YouTube through email, which is extraordinarily slow and cumbersome, and chat, which is much quicker and much easier, but sometimes these folks don't have a lot of say, so they don't have a lot of decision-making power. However, I did discover that the chat is 24/7, 365, so rather than waiting until Monday, I went ahead and got on a chat session with YouTube yesterday. The gentleman I chatted with, whose name was Marco, was extremely helpful, and he actually ended up elevating my cause, if you will, to a supervisor. Now, I have to admit, you know, they do try to put you off, and you've got to be respectful but very firm and not give up, and that's what I had to do with him. I also made sure I let them know that although we're not Brownells, GunGuyTV is part of KBTN Inc., which is a company my wife and I own, and we do have an attorney and a law firm on retainer. And I could involve them. I really didn't want to, because it would cost me a fortune, but I certainly could, and I did plan to talk to them today if this wasn't resolved. I also let them know that I had been in contact with Gun Owners of America, with NRA, with the California Rifle and Pistol Association, and Gun Owners of California, and that I do know people at those places and that we have a good relationship with them, and I was hoping that they would help. I also made sure, and that they knew too, that if we couldn't get it resolved in a reasonable period of time, as a business owner and longtime business owner, I have had lunches and meetings and introductions to my legislators, and it would not be terribly difficult for me to get a lunch with the chief of staff of my congressman. And that would probably help if I could enlist his help in this instance. So the fact that I can leverage those things, I think, moved it on a little bit quicker maybe. I don't know. But I urge you, even if you don't have those things, don't lie about it, but get on YouTube, chat with them, be very firm in your resolve, and insist that they restore your channel as soon as possible. Otherwise, they'll give you the pat answer, which is what they gave me. Well, You submit an email and they'll get back to you within a week to 10 days or so. My response was, okay, but that's not good enough for me. I need this restored by tomorrow. And this is why. And I want to work with you, and I want this to be restored in an amicable way where we can move forward. That would be great. Everybody wins. But if it isn't, you understand these are the steps that I'm going to take, and these are the steps that I've already taken. And so I look forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Here's my email address if you want to contact me at my main email, or you can send me the other one. I gave them the contact information. I got the stuff from them. Sure enough, I was at a meeting that was very important today, a luncheon, and when I got home after lunch, the channel was in good shape. The strikes were gone, and the video was back up again. That's what I did. Hopefully it would work for you. I don't know. I don't see why not. So I would certainly, if you haven't already, be very proactive. And I want to encourage you, if you're part of the firearms press, and that includes YouTube channels like mine. If you're part of the firearms press, let's stick together on this stuff. If I've got 61 or 62,000 subscribers. If you get a strike and you've got 10,000 and or 5,000 or 3,000 or 100,000 or 3 million, I don't care. But you know that the strike was not warranted because that particular video didn't violate their policy, and they're just picking on you. For crying out loud, let me know, and I'll talk about it. And I encourage you, if you're the truth about guns, or you're, whatever the case might be. I read a lot of these different blogs. Dive in there and help the little guy, because the big guy like Brownells is going to get the help anyway. The little guy, on the other hand, is not, and we're kind of on our own. A lot of us, if you add all our little guys up, we've got an awful lot of subscribers who really would like to be able to watch the videos they want to watch and not have to fight to do it. Now, for you, the person who watches my videos, I want to apologize to you for the inconvenience. It is a drag when you're trying to watch things that you enjoy watching to have to be put through this nonsense. It's hard for us on the creator side, but frankly, it's hard for you too, and I get it. I want to tell you, I'm very, very sorry that you have to go through this garbage with YouTube when they pull these stunts. And these are, frankly, they're stunts. They do this stuff in the middle of the night on the weekend when they know nobody's watching and it's very hard to respond. If they had any guts, they'd come after us during the day, during the week, when as creators we can actually do something about it. But they don't. So that's just chicken-livered, if you ask me, and it's unfortunate. I think it's sad. Now, I do want to let you know, too, that in order to help make it easier for you to find us, at least, and I know other folks are doing this, too, we have put the channel and copied the channel on these other platforms that you see on your screen. And a couple of them, like Vimeo and Facebook, we're not quite there yet, so we're copying right now the older videos. So if you're on Facebook and you see older videos pop up two or three a day, that's what we're doing, is we're copying the channel completely over there, and that's why the videos are a little older. Sooner or later, we'll get back up to the brand new ones. We're doing the same thing on Vimeo as rapidly as we can. Daily Motion, BitChute, the channel is completely copied on both of those platforms already. So you can see anything new there. And I do have a brand new video I'm going to start editing probably tonight or tomorrow. We'll get it up probably tomorrow for you. So anyway, there you are. That's what happened. That's kind of where we're at. I hope it doesn't happen again, but I won't be surprised if it does. This seems to be the modus operandi, if you will, of YouTube. Hopefully at some point, maybe the firearms industry will have its own centralized platform, but I don't expect that. We're kind of split up at the moment. Thank you again very much for your help, though. I really do appreciate it. Without you, we couldn't have gotten the problem fixed. And if you have a channel and you're experiencing these problems, I urge you, hang in there, stay in the fight, let the rest of us know so that we can talk about it too, and point our folks your way so that they can support by calling YouTube, calling Google, and rattling and shaking the tree. Have a wonderful week. Hopefully it will be without strikes on GunGuyTV this week. I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we go along. And please, be safe.